Hi, Eric. Okay, so it is evaluation day. Let's start with one watch first. Let's start with the first watch, and we'll go to the next one. This is your 6309. It's running far better than it has really any right to. It's not. It hasn't been serviced. You said you had it serviced a few years ago, and the guy didn't do a good job. The movement's filthy, and I can only see the tiniest pinprick of lubrication in here. The movement's really, really super duper dirty, but the movement's not running badly. I'm going to suspect that there is still lubrication inside the movement, and probably what he did is he filled the mainspring barrel with oil, which will make even a poor condition movement run a little better. Because the movement, like the plates and everything, they're just dirty, and the screw heads are all scratched, and it's got some funk going on. The watch is a serious rework. I don't know if you knew this when you bought it or however you want to deal with that, but, well, I guess let's talk cosmetics. Hang on. Let's get the light on over here. So the movement's running okay, which honestly shocked me. It honestly shocked me because it just doesn't look good, and it really is essentially it's unsurfaced. But especially too because of how it looked on the outside, which is this watch it's filled with and again, I speak about watches, I speak factually. There's no condemnation or no judging or anything else like that. It is a watch is what a watch is. We talk about the facts, and we deal with the facts, and we acknowledge the facts, and we move forward. It's the only way we can get any good work done. The watch is a serious rework. Case has been polished. Dial and hands are aftermarket. They're incorrect. I'm not sure why this rotating ring is taped down. I'll have to really look at that. Oh, well, ha ha ha. Because the crystal retaining ring is gone. That's why your crystal fell out. Where's your crystal retaining ring? Well, that would explain it. You're missing your crystal retaining ring. And I'm not quite sure what this is. That's crazy. So he lost some parts. It's the wrong crystal. The watch is full of aftermarket parts. And this rotating ring that you sent, this is for a 7002. So this is not a 6309 one at all. That's for a 7002. So I don't know what you want to do with this. I don't know what you want to do with this. I guess you'll have to tell me. I normally don't work on watches that have lots of aftermarket parts like this, but we'll talk about that, I guess. Okay, next one. Your 7549-7010. Generally, it's a good watch. It currently is running. It is unserviced. You can, I don't know if you can really see it. You probably can't. This pivot right here, when any kind of moisture gets into these things, it tends to gather in a few places. For some reason, it often gets pulled to this pivot. And I can see under magnification, there's sort of this green donut of brass corrosion that's here. It's not deadly. It just tells me that the watch needs to be serviced. It's had work done before. This coil, no, the coil's correct. When I was looking at it under magnification, I didn't see the plastic sleeve over it, but it's there. Okay, so that's good. The watch is dirty. It needs service. It needs seals. The only other thing I see, I don't know if you knew this or not, but hang on just one second. The dial and the hands have been reloomed. It's not a bad job. I can tell because I can see it under magnification. There's some mud cracks on these hands, which have been stripped out because the loom sort of contracted. But yeah, the dial's been reloomed. I don't know whether or not you knew that, but that is what is up with that. But yeah, it just needs a service. Is it glowing? Yeah, she's glowing. She's glowing. It just needs a service and probably a crystal. But overall, it's not a bad job. I'm always very leery about relooming these dials because it's so hard to get a flat printed dial correct. But not bad. This is the treasure. It's the treasure. A JDM version of the 7A28-7040. JDM Seiko chronograph quartz. Doesn't have the chronograph in script. I mean, functionally they're identical. It doesn't mean anything, but it's not often one sees it. You know, it's got the speed timer clasp, and this is a JDM. This person who sold you this watch in the 80s, in exchange for $30, they could buy concert tickets. I don't know what they were thinking. This is even then, this was a really expensive watch. So the fact that you have kept it this long and it's in this condition, wow. This is a really, really nice watch. Really, really nice, and it's a rare one, the JDM version. Mine's nice, but it's nowhere near quite as nice as this, and mine's not the JDM. This is a great watch. Seals and service. Seals and service. The crystal looks great. I mean, it's got a few tiny marks on it, but I wouldn't do anything to it. Service, seals. That's it. So I think the biggest challenge is for you to figure out what in the world we're going to do with this thing. If it were me, I would strongly recommend against putting any more money into this because it has so much that's already wrong with it. That crystal ring is missing. Crystal's wrong. All the parts are aftermarket. The case has been polished. The movement is funky. And I'm sure we're going to find lots of problems in there. I would save money rather than doing anything with this. I would save money and buy a better example. That's me. Okay, you tell me. Thank you.